Hello everyone and welcome to Cyberpunk Red special episode. The reason why it's special episode because two of the players, Tsubaki Lee and Midnight, they were actually unable to actually attend and join last week's session. So today I promised to actually run them a special one shot, which actually indicate what happens to them, what do they do, and so on. So I'll call it a special 1.5 before actual episode 2 tomorrow. We should probably fall on the 5th. So now let's start. All right. Midnight and Tsubaki. You two decided to actually leave the Red Ribbon restaurant after everybody was listening to Walter Cross explaining everything in regards to the data chip that he lost and where it has been and who is currently withholding it at the moment. So far, nobody knew who. The only information they actually have was a certain someone at the Silver Dragon restaurant, which Mao Ling Yong actually knew as Bob Cham. But other further information also leads them towards the piranhas, which actually is currently holding. But both of you do not know this. It was in the previous adventure. You two actually listened to Walter Cross, but when Walter Cross turned to Tsubaki, Tsubaki just politely declined and said that she would rather go back and compose a new song and to actually return back and sing it to the audience, and also the promise that she made for Michael Wesker. And Midnight, you at the same time actually refused to actually join the party and let Hibana check what's actually currently happening, and only to call you if there's an actual emergency, if there's actually a combat or actually a street fight where you actually really need it. But if it's going to be information database espionage, that is not in your criteria or in your resume. But on that night itself, both you, Midnight and Tsubaki, went towards the nearest subway. You two went down the staircase and waited during that midnight itself. And Midnight waited until midnight together with Tsubaki at the subway station. And while there, while waiting, one of the trains, you missed one of the trains as it actually passes through. And then after that, the door actually quickly closes and then immediately just rides away. And during this time, you never really got a chance to actually get to know Tsubaki, Midnight. And Tsubaki, so do you. You never actually get the chance to actually talk to Midnight and actually get acquainted to her. But both of you are edge runners, hired edge runners, if there's a job. So, while waiting for the next train to arrive, Tsubaki, two actions to you. What do you want to do?
I just as how Tsubaki is, unless people that really likes music, he will usually approach. But think Midnight, he played with her a few times in the band, so it's like okay, yeah, sure. So it's like currently it's midnight, right?
Yes,
Like midnight, right?
yes,
It's not
Midnight.
midnight.
It's midnight and the always midnight.
Yeah, it's midnight. It's midnight with midnight. So it's like yeah.
Lovely.
I just got up to here and then I was like, cold weather, huh?
Midnight nods. Yeah, it's a little cold today. Um,
Yeah, I
she
can,
kind of pauses a bit before kind of looking down at her feet.
So you're not joining your sister? I mean, like, I always thought that you guys are very close to each other.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes I let her do some of the things she wants to do. I don't get too involved. If she needs me, she'll call me.
Ah, I see. Personal space. Yep, I got you. It's like just like do the handgun thing. It's like yeah, I got you. But yeah, well, I was surprised to see you here though, in the Red Ribbon Bar. I mean, like, I hope you enjoy my concert. I mean, like, it's not exactly a concert, but yeah, I hope you are enjoying the environment and everything.
Midnight nods. It was. You played well, I must say.
That is like just awkward silence for both of us because like we don't know how to continue the conversation.
Yeah, yeah. But
Well, actually,
Midnight thinks about it.
well,
Yep.
both of you actually waited, killing time actually at the subway. Even though it's late, it is already midnight. But when you turn to the right to see in the tunnel itself, to see for waiting for the next monorail, waiting for the next train to actually arrive, it is cold, of course. But other than that, you don't see any other passengers coming down from the staircase on your right, even behind you, paying for the fee. But both of you already paid your 5 eddies each to head towards your destination. Well, Sobaki will probably head towards the north of Night City, and Midnight just gonna be having a short train ride, where Sobaki is gonna take that long train ride.
Mm.
But as you both of you wait, you hear the announcement again, talking in various languages from English to Japanese to Chinese, even to Arabic. And then lastly, the train arrives. And then after that, the door opens, and both of you then head inside slowly. And you see a number of passengers sitting down as you take the seat, slightly apart from each other, but not too far. You see an old man with a young boy, and a slightly middle-aged man, perhaps, at the other side. But they're on the furthest right, on the left side of the train, staring outside the window, perhaps thinking what to do next. But what actually puzzles you the most is the old man and the young child sitting down very quietly, staring at them. But as you two sat down, then the train slowly moved away, heading towards your destination. While inside the train, scene. Okay, while inside the train, you see a young woman in front of you, Sabaki, with green hair, sharp ears, probably augmented. But you think to yourself, she looks like a bit out of place with her different attire that she's actually wearing, and not to mention the cyberware that she's actually having, but not combat oriented, you think to yourself. And then you must be thinking, huh, this must be one of those people, you ask yourself, but you're not too sure what are those people, you ask, or you think. But you can roll for social skills streetwise when you stare at the young girl in front of you with the green hair and the sharp ears.
Okay, what skill again?
Social skills streetwise.
Yep, just 11.
When you look at her, she looks at you. She's a bit tired, but she must be one of those people that play those elf-line MMORPG. You think to yourself, jacking in, meeting other people, playing as elves, dwarves. You think to yourself, but those are not the things that you want to actually be engaged in. You're a rock boy. You are not a nerd. You don't play Dungeons and Monsters. You don't play a sci-fi game known as Esper Genesis. No, you don't. You don't have time for those things. But the young girl, the green hair, just stare at you and just stood quietly. But on the other end, another person sitting down, just staring outside the window, and the old man and the young boy seems to be tired, and laying his head on the shoulder of the old man. And then Sobaki, while looking at Midnight just staring outside the subway itself, thinking about its move. Okay, Sobaki, 2 actions to you. What do you want to do?
I just look at the because there's not exactly a lot of things to do here, so I just look through my agent and try to scroll through like something, some inspiration to make new songs and stuff. So what should I roll for if I want to like find inspiration?
You took up your agent and
Yep.
you think to yourself, what is this next song that you can actually think of? Alright. Then you don't look at your performance skill, of course. You look at your composition under education skill.
Dear God.
Education skill composition.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
no.
no! It's negative
Oh,
one.
It's a one.
You're too tired, perhaps, Tsubaki, even though you didn't drink much alcohol, but you can't think. You think to yourself, what is the best song that you can write? What is the best song that can really thrill the crowd? You think to yourself, but you can't think of that song title. Maybe you need to find some inspiration, but you stop. You grit your teeth. You look at the young lady in front of you. You turn to your right and look at Midnight. Midnight just stood there, her head resting on the windowsill while the train kept moving. Okay, Midnight, your turn. What do you do?
Being midnight, she's just sitting there motionless, but she's gonna just scan around the area, being as paranoid as she is. Like you did describe this guy, but how about this guy over here?
You look at him. He's just sitting there, quietly by himself, staring outside. Some of the train actually passes many of Night City tall buildings. This night neon lights shining at your face sometimes, and then you went into the tunnel and then up again with the neon lights shining again on the subway train, on the monorail. And the man there, sitting there, just admiring the sight.
James
You
Normal.
can roll for, of course, social skills under human perception. But due to the distance, it's a -4 penalty.
You know what? Since like even like, why the hell not? 5.
Your perception, you think, maybe the man's just really admiring the view. Nothing else.
Mina just shrugs, kind of focuses her attention on the elf lady. I mean, she's played. Midnight has played elf line online, so she's little intrigued. But she'll definitely not make her she'll not make it noticeable since she's wearing the mask. She'll just kind of move her eyes, glance over to the girl, kind of like get a gauge of her. Said she has some cyberware, but it's not combat oriented. But she's just gonna scan, like kind of take a quick glance to see what kind of iron she's packing.
All right.
What kind of weapons, guns this girl carrying, man? Bow.
All right. Just a simple perception check.
No problemo.
An awareness skill. All right.
25.
She's actually carrying a self-made longbow. You think to yourself. But you're not too sure whether the longbow itself is actually a weapon or is it just a prop. Roll for your technique skill, weapon stack.
Oh dear lord, okay. Weapons tag and the technique all the way below. Probably gonna end badly. Yeah. I don't know.
There is a weapon. Unsure what it is. Can that weapon kill? You're not too sure. But the only person that probably know is perhaps Halima. But Halima actually went out earlier tonight with the rest of the other Edgerunners to head towards the Silver Dragon, leaving you and Tsubaki tonight in this train. Okay, your action's done. Tsubaki, back to you. What do you want to do?
I just continue listen to song because I'm so tired. So I just take a quick nap. The distance from my place. I mean from my starting journey to my place that I'm supposed to step down is a bit far, right?
Yeah, it's a bit far. Midnight will
Yeah,
be the first to arrive, actually.
yeah. So since I know it's gonna be a very long journey, I'll take a sleep instead. Like I take a quick nap. So it's like when the announcer announce my destination, then I'll wake up and leave. But I'll just look at midnight and say good night.
Okay. You tried to actually sleep, but the sound of the train track, the sound of the wheels was just too loud. Roll for your body skills, resist torture drugs.
Hiyo! Wait, God,
Oh, man.
under what? Under what?
Body skills.
Body.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
You like, you actually clench your face. You like close your eyes, like maybe I need some rest sitting there. So maybe the week itself, we can find some music, but you are still unable to. The train was just too loud.
It's
Not
okay.
only that, suddenly, the woman with the green hair, the sharp ears, proving that she's an elf. Suddenly, her agent phone rang, and the music was just so annoying. You heard the song, and it said, "Baby shark, doo 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 doo,
Oh
baby
my
shark."
God. Oh no. Oh no.
And you're like, "No, I can't resist." And then, okay, Midnight and Tsubaki Lee, roll for your resist torture and drugs and the body skill. If you roll a natural one, you will lose your humanity.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Huh?
Right.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh no.
The song was just too unbearable, even to Tsubaki. But Midnight, you actually tap your legs. You actually snap your finger, like, and following the tune, and you like humming to it.
Can I offer a
Alright,
separate
okay.
discussion? Another discussion of what Midnight does instead?
Okay, tapping her feet and then snapping her fingers following the tune. But when you turn to look at Tsubaki, Tsubaki is like so annoyed that she's actually holding her guitar really, really tight. And it seems to be, to you, it seems that Tsubaki feels like slinging it. But roll for human perception on Tsubaki Lee. Under social skills.
Midnight just chuckles
Oh, I'm
to
literally
herself.
clenching my feet right now. It's like when I hear the
Yeah.
tone, it's like I'm literally clenching my feet. It's like, oh
Mm.
my God.
Yeah, Midnight just turns to you,
It's
Tsubaki, just like,
like, oh my fucking God, this can't be serious.
human perception. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
That's sure. To show whether Tsubaki is really angry or he's enjoying the music. Because he's actually really holding that guitar really.
It's terrible. I don't know. Midnight doesn't know whether Tsubaki is into that kind of shit, but Midnight feels that it's this shit is god awful. But she's just making do with what is, you know.
I'm just surprised
Yeah.
that Tsubaki hasn't picked up his guitar and started playing to counteract the music.
You know what? That's a good point.
I will, but it really depends on how long my torture level is gonna go. If at some certain point, I'm just gonna start playing it. It's like I can't take this shit anymore.
Yeah, I still got an action, right, or something like that.
Yeah. And then after that, you hear the girl talking on the phone and then she's like said, and the phone, and after that she just nods her head and said, "Sí, mamá, estoy en camino."
Ah, shit. Nope, don't understand that.
You have language Spanish.
Nope.
Tsubaki?
Dora the Explorer.
Don't bother with me. Don't bother with me. I do not have Spanish. I do not have Espanol.
And then after that, she talked on that she nod her head, and after that you notice the expression changed a bit. And then after that, both of you roll for again human perception on social skills. But with a -2 penalty because you two don't have Spanish.
like fighting a brick wall for my human possession. Come on, I need a net 10. No,
I
no.
And then she said, "No ti preocupes por mí to. Pasara nada." She said. And then after that she continued and "Pronto estaré en casa." And then after that she just put down the phone.
But
What?
wait, you go first, Albert.
But Tsubaki, you notice that her facial do seem a bit worried. But well, it is already midnight, but you're not worried because you're with midnight. But at the other end, suddenly you hear a loud commotion. You're unsure due to the loud noise from the train. Roll for perception, both of you, with a -2 penalty.
Okay.
Under awareness skill.
I need to.
So Daki, you didn't hear anything.
No,
But-
I was too annoyed by the Baby Shark's music. It's like that thing is freaking distracting me for anything outside of the other side.
It's sapping your soul.
But midnight, you notice there was a loud commotion further to the left side of the train itself, and the door opened. When the door opens, you see 3 people walk out, making really loud noises. One of them wearing some sort of cybernetic goggles on his eyes, staring at the young boy and the old man, and then staring at this middle-aged man earlier that was actually staying outside. You know the middle-aged man just suddenly like got out from his chair, got pushed by this particular man that had some sort of mohawk type hair. Like it shined with green and red light. With sharp ears, he pushed this poor man to the floor, and then after he falls to side. And then after he speaks, "Can't you see what I've been holding here, man? You better respect the street and respect the grease. The grease owns the subway, man." And after you see this man, they got up. And after that, he quickly got up and said, I'm sorry. And then before he could do anything, this person actually walked in with a bandana, with long hair up to his shoulder, holding what seems to be some sort of perhaps crowbar or a baseball bat. But you are currently unsure. However, when you actually stare at this person, the crowbar is holding is actually chrome out. And then he said, "Oi, budak, kau nak hidup, bagi duit kepada saya sekarang ni juga." He speaks in Malay language. But just for the audience, he said, "Hey, if you want to live, give me some money right now." And both of them actually intimidate the poor person here. And then the man itself was actually unsure. It's like, what to do? What to do? What do you two want to do?
Am I still like very distracted by the Baby Shark music?
No, because the 3 people here, their noises was way louder than a Baby Shark. But you see this green girl suddenly got up from her chair and looked a bit worried and looked towards the 3 men. And then after that, you see the goggle-eyed guy head over to the old man, swinging his baseball bat that looks to be very decorated with some sort of like tattoos on the or decorations on the baseball bat itself. And then he swings around, hitting the floor next to him and said, "Hey, old man, this train is owned by us, the police. If you gonna get off to the next station, you best be giving me some eddies. Otherwise, my bat over here gonna smash your head, and your brain is gonna be splattered on those seats together with your grandson over here."
Ooh,
You see the old man. You see the old man look to this booster guy, the man with the goggles itself, and he said, leave my grandson alone. Here's somebody's. You just leave us. And then after that, was the gang. The man himself, the bubble said, it's right that you actually see some logic behind this essay. But he looks at the chip. This ain't gonna be enough for where you're going.
Can I take a quick look at what the men are wearing?
Okay. Roll for perception.
I'm gonna see what kind of armor they're packing over here. 27.
They're not really packing much heat, actually. Not much in terms of armor or even weapons such as pistols, but what you notice is they're actually just carrying some simple bags. And other than that, they look like they're from 6th Street. But what is 6th Street doing all the way here? But judging by the way they're dressed, the way they bring their gear, they seem to be perhaps using their authority to perhaps threaten the poor people here. But when Remy was actually taking the subway, when he didn't really mention much. But if you were actually using the subway during the morning time, and even in the afternoon, you don't see these gangs in the subways or from where you're actually heading even. But even for Hibana, this current gang right now that's trying to harass the passengers,
Out of place.
they look out of place. They look like they're wearing 6th Street jackets, but they're not carrying 6th Street gear.
Thinks to herself, bunch of posers.
Think to yourself, roll for streetwise. Both of you and Hibana, roll for social skills streetwise. Vivi.
You mean Tsubaki?
Yeah, sorry. Tsubaki
I was like, where is Hibana?
Yeah, exactly. Even I was wondering.
Sorry.
Excuse us, viewers. The DM is high.
Alright, pass. Right. Okay.
Huh?
Midnight and
Wait.
Tsubaki.
No, sorry. I don't know why my thing is level 8. No, that's wrong. wait, my street is level 8. No.
It should be level 6 times.
Yeah. I think it's even less than 6. Sorry. Take a what's 4 points off that.
4. Okay, so this 4 should pass, I guess. There's like -4. Wait, if it's -4, no, you fail. That means only Tsubaki will know.
That's okay.
Alright. Okay, readjust your level.
Adjusted.
Okay, Tsubaki, the girl, the elf girl, she stopped her song. You're no longer actually entranced by that old classic Baby Shark song. But when you turn to actually see this 6th Street, they're not 6th Street. They're wearing the jacket of 6th Street, but 6th Street don't treat people like this. They don't go around asking the poor people for eddies. And they're walking around. Sadly, the man at the furthest end, he gave his money to them. The old man also gave his money to them so that they actually go. But this gang then walks slowly towards you and Midnight.
Oh, Midnight's having none of this.
And then 3 of them actually stood in front of you, Midnight. This man put his right leg on the chair next to you. Pop! And then looks at you. Hey, lass, what's a pretty lady like you doing in a train like this? It is already past midnight. Hey, why don't you join the 3 of us and have some fun, eh? We'll make sure that you last until midnight. Hey, and then the man with the banana looked to you and said,
Tsubaki just like unintentionally cough and smirks. It's like choke on his cringy pickup line, choke on his cringy pickup line. It's like, oh my god!
"Okay, while Midnight stood there quietly, the man with the bandana put his crowbar behind his back and said, "Eh, awak nak suka-suka tak malam ni? Saya boleh tunjuk awak semua benda best-best tau," he said.
Oh,
Herb, can you roleplay one of the thugs for a bit?
Alright. Oh no, role play him as a cheeky Malay guy.
Okay. Oh, something new! Something new! Semoga kita balik dan pergi, bilik saya dan istiqomah.
For our audience, let me translate that. Meaning that he said, "You want to go back to my place and I can show you my tang." And then this man apparently looks to Midnight, eyeing you up and down. Midnight. And then when he looks at you, then suddenly he told his boss, "Hey, don't you see? Hey, this girl doesn't seem like she's phased by us. She looks like she's. Look at what she's wearing, boss. What she's carrying." And then after that, Midnight, you notice this man looks to his other honcho and said, "Hey, I don't care what this girl's carrying. What I care right now is what she's carrying inside that short little skirt of hers." And then you see the man.
Bagus, setuju.
Midnight chuckles slightly.
Alright. And then after that, Tsubaki, you see the elf girl suddenly ran towards the next car and closed the door behind her as fast as she could. Okay, now Tsubaki, one action to you and then to Midnight. What are you going to do, Tsubaki?
They are just I think I should know Midnight enough to know that she doesn't like being bothered, and doing that also is literally just them asking for funeral. So me being a quote unquote good friend, I'll just get up, walk towards the guy just beside Midnight and say that, "Guys, it's midnight, everyone's tired. How about this? I just draw out like three tickets and say that, here, take this and sell yourself some money. Stop bothering my friend here."
Midnight's katana is looking very shiny.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like literally holding my guitar in case like there's a literal fight go out, because it's like at this point, Tsubaki is just very tired. He just want to get back home, but there's like these guys are not making it any better for him, especially with the what's it called, the subway is being freaking rocky. And I couldn't even get a wing, and now I add on like extra annoyance on top of what was already experienced by me.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
Oh, you didn't hear what I say? I say I gave them the 3 tickets to the next Tsubaki's concert, the Aogiri's concert. So it's like, here, take these tickets and sell it to whoever is what. Leave my friend alone.
The man looks to you and he said, "What is this, eh?" I look to you.
Boss, kenapa macam tiket lah? Apa doh?
I don't know. It looks good. I thought, no. I turned to you, and then after that, then he turns to you, Tsubaki, and said, "Hey, are you with a tiger's claw?"
But I should know what is tiger's claw, right? Or do I need to roll for? Or should I need to roll for it?
Midnight just nudges Tsubaki.
Tiger's claw is quite common. You can roll for it. You can lie. Okay, you can roll for your acting under performance skill, or you can roll for your intimidation. Okay, you can roll for your social skills, persuasion, for conversation.
My goodness, even with my highest score is so low. Oh, wait, let me see my acting. Just see my acting. My acting would have been better, but oh well.
And then the man with the goggles walked close looks to you, looks straight at your face, and then turns. You think you're strong here in the subway, boy? Bring the guitar yours? Huh? Thinking you're Tiger Claw? Alright, it's a face down. Okay, face down is your coolness. Okay, since there's no face down skill, you need to go to your skill and go to custom. Click on edit. Okay, then type in face down, and then you can put the attribute cool, your coolness.
Social, right?
Yep, it's okay. Right now, face down is actually cool plus your reputation plus 1d10. So if you don't have a reputation, you put there as level 0. Under cool for face down. So when I click on my face down, I have an 8. You need to defeat the 8.
But it did.
And then
I just stare at them. And it's like, I'm a point that it's like I'm so freaking tired. It's like, I just want this thing to be done. It's like seriously, just go before I'm being nice, please. Before my friends being nice, because you do not like what my friend would do, and obviously, I'm just giving you a very fair warning that if you piss off my friend, you piss off me, it's fine. I can take it, but you do not like it when you piss off my friend here. It's like I'm just like pointing my head towards Midnight, saying that you just do not like it when she's angry or when she's pissed off.
And after you see this man over here, hey, say boss, you're like, he doesn't look like he's playing around. The guitar looks, I think I know him, boss. I think he's with that Blue Mist gang or something like that. Not too sure how. And then the man, the goggles, looks to you, Tsubaki, and said, and then he backs away. Alright. Sorry to actually disturb your turf, but remember, this train of mine is under the 6th Street. 6th Street, man!
6th Street, boss!
You better be watching yourself. I got my eyes on you. He takes his 2 fingers and pointing at you, even though you can't see his eyes, but he's pointing his goggles at you. I got my eyes on you.
Good. Put your eyes on me because I'm gonna shine your gloomy dark eyes.
He looks at he looks at the ticket that you hold. Tsubaki, eh? Tsubaki, I'll remember your name. I'll remember it. But
You're welcome to come to my next concert. It's written on the ticket. You are more than welcome to come and see me sing. I'll make sure to make your night, alright? You have a good night, and you too, and you too.
okay. Alright.
Boleh lah.
Okay. Hibana and Zaf. Wait. Sorry, Zaf. Let me give you control over this guy. Okay. You a quick one. You need to roll.
Which one?
Please see.
I'll take the goggles guy. I'll take the goggles
Let's
guy.
see. Okay.
Alan, you take the elf guy. Okay. All of you need to roll. Okay. All of you need to roll for body skill. Under body skills, resist torture drugs against Tsubaki. You need to beat 15.
Oh no. Oh, by the way, how about the roller?
Oh!
Did they take any money from the other people?
Yeah, they took the money from the old man, the young boy, and the other guy at the other end, but not the elven girl.
Oh great, let's kill them.
Okay. Alright, Aizen, roll for this guy also. Because you only roll for C and D. Oh man, they are terrified of Tsubaki.
Because when I'm tired, I just don't want to be bothered right now. It's like when I'm so tired, it's like, you know, like people are so tired, it's like they look so fucking menacing, and then it's like sit down, they're just fucking tired. It's like I have a resting bitch face, but it's just that I'm not a bitch face. I'm just very tired.
Can I nudge at Tsubaki?
Okay.
Okay, roleplay, be careful.
Okay. Grease A, Grease B, and Grease C. Starting with A first. Roleplay your resist torture because you're terrified of Tsubaki.
Okay.
Wait first.
Basically, Grease Gang A says to the other two, "Hey, it says we better leg it out. This guy's serious. Look at his guitar. He could, flay our heads. Let's get out of here. I don't know about you, but I think I remember leaving the kettle back on in my home. Yes."
Okay, B, Alan, how are you gonna roleplay this? -2, You're terrified.
And then,
Ellen,
oh no, I think he's just listening.
Oh yeah, listening.
I can hear. I'm mute. I forgot I'm mute.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. The teeth knocking each other.
Alright, Alan, what are you gonna say? You're terrified. You're scared. Alright. Okay, now C.
Okay. Oh, sabar. We were just playing because korang kan cantik. Sabar. Tahu malah. Sabar je. Okay. Terima kasih. Thanks for tickets.
Speak fucking English.
Oi, calm down. You're just so pretty, alright? Okay. Calm down.
Nobody needs your unsolicited invitation into someone's personal space. Just get out of my sight. And before you leave, leave the money you took from the old man over there. I do not like it when such thing is present in front of my.
Mana ada, bos? Mana ada? Carol to lie.
Yes, you can roll to lie because you don't roll. Because you roll a 14, so you can lie. Roll for your performance skill acting versus Tsubaki's human perception under social skills.
Yeah.
Okay, Tsubaki. Midnight, you can roll also for human perception.
Midnight doesn't want to.
What is with the roll, man?
Because you know what she's gonna do.
come on,
Oh
Aina.
no.
Come on, Aina. What money? We have no money.
See, even my friend agrees. So, we'll just get over here, okay? Sama malam.
Exactly.
Bye.
I just look at Midnight. It's like Midnight. It's like I just staring at her just to see what she wants to do.
She has her hand on the hilt of her katana. I mean wakizashi.
Come on, boys.
I'm just
Okay, Midnight,
I'm just
what do you want to do?
waiting for Midnight to do her action before I proceed with my action.
Let's see how far I can run. It's not the how long it is it to the next like train station thing?
For you, you're about to arrive.
Like
So,
the next stop.
well, maybe it depends on a few rounds, but depending on how you're all gonna be ending this scene.
Oh, combat.
Depending on combat or non-combat. It depends. Tsubaki managed to make sure there's going to be non-combat by intimidation. How are you going to deal with this situation right now then?
Yeah, of course. I mean, she saw that they robbed him, so they robbed them, so it's kind of obvious. Eddie's now.
I would assume that Tsubaki couldn't exactly see that whether they actually took him, but I'm very sure that Midnight, despite covering her eye, is able to see better than me. Just like somehow it works that way.
Oh, yeah.
Intimidation.
But I'm not going to
Intimidation.
question it because it's Cyberpunk.
Intimidation, please. Yes.
That's under what?
Intimidation should be under show. That's intimidation.
Social skills. Okay. Interrogation, persuasion. You roll for persuasion.
Persuasion.
Persuasion can also be a form of intimidation.
Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna
Oh,
resist.
not bad.
Resist that.
Hey, wow.
Can I roll for it, Herbert? Am I able to roll for it?
Roll for what?
Persuasion as well.
Yes,
I
you
can't.
can.
I
You
can.
can
I
roll
can.
for persuasion, but what are you gonna say first?
Oh, damn mind. I don't know what's wrong with my roll today. My roll today is very, very bad. My roll today is very, very bad.
Can I
Okay.
basically Gangster A basically says, "Come on, boys, let's bully someone weaker than us. Besides, what everybody's gonna do here? There's 3 of us, and we're the strongest gang in this subway. No one is gonna
Boss, aku
mess with
lapar
us."
lah.
Okay,
Boss,
I'm
aku
gonna
lapar lah.
start with. I'm gonna open up if Herb allows it. I'm gonna dash all the way here.
So you're gonna dash all the way there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and pull out my sniper rifle and point it straight at them.
Mhm. Oh, if you're gonna
That's all I'm
be, if you're gonna combat, okay. If you're gonna, okay, starting combat in the subway, yes, you can, but you better succeed in rumble rounds, otherwise NCPD is gonna come in.
Oh wait. Okay. So
dear
if you
God.
have a basically if you have a fight in the subway and CPD,
It's a
right?
public area. It's public area.
Yes.
So
Yes,
basically,
correct.
it's
It's
very,
avoidable.
very bad for us.
Any one of
It's very
them,
avoidable.
if they see, if it's just a fist fight, no bloodshed, then maybe they will not call NCPD. But once they start seeing a sniper rifle being pulled out, then they will start calling NCPD.
But do these guys want to fight?
Is bludgeoning weapon considered so Herbert?
What?
Is bludgeoning weapon considered something that will be lethal to call NCPD?
Bludgeoning weapon is okay. I mean, do you have the intention to kill? That's the thing.
No. Just beat them up so that they could, you know,
Because,
just beat them
because this
enough.
is not because this is not Dungeons and Dragons. When you take
I
out
know,
a
I know.
pistol, you cannot declare I drop him to 0 HP and I don't kill them. No, there's no such thing. So if you drop them to 0 HP, they're dead. Okay.
Oh shit! Okay, that maybe not.
Pistol and sharpening weapons are different. Here, this is not D&D. You cannot declare drop to 0 HP and I don't kill them. No such thing.
So it's actually kill. It's a kill. There's no
Yeah,
like.
so it's either kill or not kill. So there's no such thing as not kill.
You drop them to as low as possible, and then after that say, give up. I don't want to kill you.
Basically something like that. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can roll for your social skills persuasion against dare, resist torture, drugs, and will. But they have a -2 penalty. Actually, Grease Gang C have a -2 earlier, so it's a 13.
So it's a pass. So
At
okay.
least now.
Okay. Sabar. Hold on, lady. I give her the eddies. Here you go.
Hey, come on!
Stop now.
These are hard-earned eddies. Liberated
Really?
from them.
Really?
Hey, boss!
It's like
boss!
I look at them. It's like really hard-earned eddies. Those are not called hard-earned eddies. You do not know what is called hard-earned eddies. Okay.
Yes, we do. We work our asses trying to fleece these eddies. They belong to
That's
us now.
why. No, they
Uh,
Hey guys, I feel pissed off right now. I feel so pissed off right now.
Aizen, you're scared of these two, especially Midnight, because you got a net 1. So you kinda roleplay it wrong.
And then you hear the train announcement. You're about to reach the station. Midnight. Your station is coming up very soon. And then for Grease Gang A, B, and C, you three know that this too means trouble.
Okay. Let's just go.
Let's go. I left my kettle back at home. You want the eddies? Keep the eddies. We no mess with scary lady and scary boyfriend.
We're not done yet.
Boss,
Eddies
kapag
to
kamu
me.
bodoh sangat, weh.
Oh my god.
For my troubles. Now.
What?
Okay. All right. Okay, Midnight.
She
Roll
works
for persuasion.
worse.
Roll for persuasion. All three of you, all three of the Grease gang, roll for persuasion with a -2. Roll for resist torture, drugs, and will with a -2 penalty. Okay, midnight because.
Woo!
Whoa!
Okay, the other two failed, but Grease gang C is just refused. Kenapa ni Melayu?
So
Your
Grease
power
gang
strong lah.
Willpower
This
is
Malay
strong.
very
How I
strong
feel?
willpower, you know.
I 16, I fail.
No.
Malay
Grease
power.
gang B pass. He got 16. I got 10 only.
I confused. He 16
Yeah.
lose to 10 or what?
No. You pass.
16 -2 is 14.
I got a
think.
10. I got a 10.
So Tsubaki, what gonna do?
Intimidation can also be under persuasion, right?
B.
Yeah.
I tried to draw out my guitar. It's like I just slam it on the floor, the subway floor. So do I roll it under my guitar or do I roll it under my persuasion?
Persuasion. I think it's still persuasion because you're trying to persuade. I am unaffected. Woo!
I can never
Boss-
beat that
boss
anyway.
man unaffected.
I can never beat that anyway.
Yeah, the boss looks okay. Boss A, you look at C. C refused to budge. You think to yourself, damn, this guy flew all the way from Indonesia to Malaysia, and then here, man, you're just gonna be afraid that he's gonna take over your position soon. You better tell your man to back down, otherwise, you're gonna be the one that's gonna be working for him.
Exactly.
No, Gang
And
B
I
say
know,
that. Gang B say, boss, we can see.
Anyway, I know the best way to roleplay this. He's like, off his chest, he's like, listen to me, you pussies, I'm the boss of this gang, and I say, this hyena here deserves apology. He smacks them around on their heads. Apologize to the hyena now.
Apa kamu merepek, bos? Aku baru je dah bagi balik duit tu. Apa kamu merepek ni?
I don't care, biatch. You will apologize, or you will kick my shoes.
Aku lebih dah makan tai.
Gang B say, boss,
I know my character doesn't know Malay, but me knowing Malay is like, this is so fucking funny behind the screen.
It's like we persuaded the boss. Like we managed to intimidate the boss.
Really?
boss-
Really? Really?
Gang C and Gang B, suddenly your boss just hits the side of your head, and then after that, right, I'm the boss now. It's like, wait, okay, the next stop, we're gonna stop, we're gonna work out, and that's it. We leave the subway, we do our thing in another location. Say,
Boleh bos, tapi aku soalan. Boleh makan subway dulu tak?
can, anytime.
Ow. The Eddies.
Okay, nah! I give her the eddies. Sabar, cik. Calm down,
Alright.
Bessie.
Gang leader A, they persuaded you to give back the eddies.
Oh,
You
she
mo-
asked,
you-
she extorted them for more Eddies.
Okay, if you wanna do that, you need to really roll your persuasion, but you need to beat. I don't think they will, because your persuasion is 10. So and it's only persuasion. Only Tsubaki can say that because we got an 18. So okay, Tsubaki, what do you say? Do you ask them to give back the eddies or no?
I just asked them to give back the AD. They quote unquote took it from the old man, even though I did sorry, but Midnight says he's sorry, so I'll just believe Midnight rather than them, obviously.
Yeah, more Eddies.
Alright. Okay. Gang A, you heard Tsubaki Lee, the Tiger Gang, this tiger claw that's looking at you right now, asking you back for the eddies that you stole from the old man and the other man, the other side. You walk towards Tsubaki Lee. Your head is shaking. You reach out to your pockets. You pass it towards Tsubaki Lee and the other eddies that you worked so hard tonight to get from other passengers.
He just gives her the money while mumbling to, himself. He's like, you're not gonna catch it next time, I swear. As he gives the money.
No,
gives
you're
the-
not.
Gives the money. He's like, yeah.
Okay,
Like
have
the
a
sim-
have a nice night. Okay, bye. Jump, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Don't
Woohoo!
trip on your way out.
I won. Okay, lady.
On your stupidity.
Come!
And then
We found someone who's weaker than us! Let's bully her
Oh
for the Eddies!
no!
Bully her for the
Yes!
Eddies! Hey, you! Elf girl! Come, give us Eddies now! There's 3 of us and only one of you!
Boy, boss. Ako na
moment
pala.
when the 3 of you went towards the next train path, the train stops immediately, and then it stops at the nearby station. And then you decided to actually bring your guys away from the train. And then you look at the young girl earlier on you tried to hit on, but you're more terrified of Tsubaki Lee.
Leg it, boys!
Then you-
Last one to the exit! He's a rotten roti canai!
Daddy!
And you decided to go towards the nearest exit and then leave. And then Midnight and Tsubaki, the train actually stops for a few minutes. Tsubaki actually got off. If you look at the old man and the young boy, the old man looks to you, Tsubaki, and looks to you, Midnight. And then after that, he walks closer and said,
Thank you for that. I didn't expect somebody to actually go against those goons. They've been harassing people for quite some time. And yeah, it's good that they've been put into the place. They call themselves Midnight Gang or Grease Gang. They grease people wearing those 6th Street jacket. If my legs, you look at his legs, you look at the old man's leg. He doesn't have legs. He has 2 cybernetic legs to actually support him and 2 cybernetic arms. And then he said, if I was younger, I would have taken my weapon and shoot them. But those days are gone. I'm no longer the soldier I used to be. Damn, Dusa. But thanks for that.
and then
Soldier.
Tsubaki Lee, Midnight, you look at the old man, you look at the young boy. And then after that, the old man looks to you, Midnight, and he said,
Hey, I think I know you. I think I saw you walking with that shy girl. Not too sure what's her name. You live around this part, aren't you?
Midnight Sharks. Maybe.
Well, I don't see you around. You blew your long blue hair, Jagger, and that guitar, huh? Man, you remind me of someone. I can't remember his name. But, well, sorry about my head, but someone that blew up some corporate building a long time ago.
and after that, you see the young boy walks over to his grandfather and said, Grandpa, you have to take your medicine again. You're mumbling again. You have to stop talking about him. He'll just give you nightmares again. And after the grandfather looks to the young boy and said,
Yeah. Damn, that fucking silver hand. All because of him, I lost my legs. I lost my arms. Fuck him.
and then Tsubaki, one action to you. What do you do?
The money was retrieved by Tsubaki or retrieved by Midnight? It's by Midnight, right?
Yeah.
I just nudge at Midnight and just say that excuse me. I just nudge at Midnight and say that return the just like a signal, like return the money back to the old man.
How much Eddies did they steal?
Okay, they took from the old man his own credit chip. It's like the other man apparently didn't want his chips back, so he left. He's actually still in the subway trade, which of course Tsubaki Lee can actually give back to him if Tsubaki wants to. Otherwise, Tsubaki can still take the man's credit chip. He's still there, of course. Let me take it off on the map.
I'm an honorable rocker boy. I don't take money from people. I earn money from people.
Then the extra amount that we extorted from them?
All right, then for that, okay, one of you roll 3d10s.
Ooh. I don't trust my luck, so
No.
here
I
you go.
trust you better than me. My luck is bad. You look at
My
all
luck
my
is
rolls.
okay.
Okay. Let me try. Okay. Let me try.
You'll do great, Tsubaki. I have faith in you. 3 10s, let's go. Look at that
Oh.
shit. I told you, I called it. I called it.
Look at his magic. I tell you,
My
he's
magic.
freaking magic.
All right. Okay. All right. Both of you actually got a total of 69 eddies.
69.
9.
Yes. 69 eddies. It's like their hard work taken away from them by both of you. So who's the bully now? Huh? Who's the bully now?
We're
Are you
bullying
happy?
bullies. It doesn't matter. It's totally fine.
You just bullied a weaker gang, man. And you denied them a hard-earned Eddie.
Oh, this is Cyberpunk. Shut the fuck up
Not
and
hard on
enjoy.
edits if you extract it from other people, okay?
Not hard on
It's
anymore. Not
It's
yours
Cyberpunk.
anymore.
It's Cyberpunk, boy. Anything can
Yeah.
happen. Uno reverse
mean-
anytime.
I mean, my ideology is that you're doing this. Karma's a bitch.
The Grease gang will return in
no.
future.
Oh no, that's why I wanted to kill them, but oh well, whatever.
All right. Okay. All right, Tsubaki. The train is going to leave very soon. This is not your station, but this
Yeah.
is Midnight Station. So, Tsubaki, what is your last action to Midnight and the old man and the young boy?
I just put my hand on Midnight's shoulder and say that, well, it's a good night. See you when I see you next time.
Mm.
And old man and uncle, I just last one is like I just pull out again another 2 tickets for them. Here, it's nothing much, but this is something that I could offer. Hopefully, you guys can come to my next concert. The details and everything is written on the ticket. I hope to see you guys there.
You give the
There's,
tickets to the old man. The old man
The
looks to
old
it.
man, the old man and his grandson. The old man and his grandson. See, depend whoever what they want it lah.
The old man looks to you, Tsubaki.
Oh, you're staying with Michael Wesker. He's a nice man. I used to remember him back in the days when he was an Edgerunner himself. If only he didn't go so crazy most of the time. But not because he met his wife. I remember the day he was in a magazine once.
And then after that, you see the old man doing some flashback reminiscence, but the young boy snapped his finger and said, Grandpa, you're going back into your flashbacks again. It's late. We have to go back.
Yeah, speaking of late, I also got to go. This isn't my station, and I hate to stay out such late, especially in Night City when the darker it is, the more dangerous it is. You know what? I'll catch you guys tomorrow when I see you guys. Midnight. See you when I see you. Goodbye.
Take care.
I just wave at midnight and
Flashback.
I just
Before
ease myself back into the
before
ease
you
myself
eat
back
yourself back
into
into the train, Midnight will kind of open, like your jacket has like a pocket in your chest area, right?
the yeah.
Something like that. Okay,
Yeah,
she kind of quickly unzips it and dumps like half of the eddies to you.
Oh, okay. It's like wait. What are you doing?
Eddies.
I don't exactly like it this way, but you know what? It's okay.
Mm.
Well, I guess Eddie's is Eddie's. I'll see you when I see you. Okay.
The old man
Midnight
said,
nods.
you deserve it. The bullies need to be bullied. But the number of bullies will never be reduced. Regardless.
Yeah. That's the saddest part of it. Bullies will never decrease. It will only increase.
Midnight just mutters, "Not if you kill them." Yeah, but
I don't think Tsubaki hear that. I don't think Tsubaki hears that.
yeah. Midnight just waves Tsubaki goodbye, like a very just like a single wave, and
Right.
looks to
The
the
young
old.
boy and the old man wave to you, Tsubaki.
Hope to see you soon.
And
Yeah,
then
I
after
just
that,
wait back. I just wait back and then say that come to my next concert. I promise to give you the most ultimate bang to your buck.
and then the old man and the young boy wave, and then after that, the train slowly move away with you inside, and then they move up.
We're getting off at the same stop, right?
Yeah. Then you add up the staircase, Midnight, and the old man, and then after that,
I think I want to have a bit of dialogue with the old man.
If you have to
Mm,
stay midnight, you reach your apartment. The old man and the young boy in the lift turns to you. You can still hear the subway, and it stops. And then after that, you slowly hear the train that's move away. The old man, you see him like there waiting, and the old man has said,
Oh, you didn't actually properly introduce yourself. What's your name?
mm. Midnight looks left and right. Any sign of the Grease gang?
nope, you don't see grease gangs anyway, but you do see other gangs hanging out here. Two of them actually fighting each other, like brawling at each other, which with finesse and skill in multiple forms of martial arts. Especially this man with his hair dyed back, and after that, this other man swinging his fists left and right and doing some sort of MMA move or mixed martial arts, and this other one is using some sort of kicking in taekwondo. And then after you see a man repairing a bike at the other end. This street itself is still dark, well, due to the tall buildings that surround the apartment they actually stayed. But this is the normal routine mostly at midnight. Midnight, people over here will place bets to see who is the best fighter in this location or this district itself. Then the fighters here, you know this for a fact. You don't need to roll for streetwise. You know this for a fact that any good fighters here will fight in many different districts against many different gang members, and then after that be crowned the king of fighters. But the old man knows this for a fact, and then looks at you, Midnight, right after ignoring the two fights on the other side, and then said,
Well, you don't see. You look like a capable sword, and that weapon that you're carrying, yeah, this is really sharp. I can see that. But well, if you're free anytime, please come over to my place. Perhaps like a block or two from where you're staying. But besides, what's your name, girl?
It's midnight, and we can walk and talk.
Midnight? I know it's way past midnight. I'm no fool. What's your name, girl?
Midnight.
I said it's already midnight.
It's my name.
But no fool calls herself midnight. Might as well call yourself morning. Morning to you.
You have a sense of humor. So good, sir. As midnight hands the old man his money, his Eddie's back.
and then the old man looks to you and said,
Thank you very much. Oh, if I could only give you something in return. But, yeah.
and then after that, the young boy said, Grandpa, you need to rest. You really need to take your medicine, Grandpa. Otherwise, you're gonna go cyber psycho again.
Yeah, look, boy. Of course, Cyber Psycho only makes me horny. And that's about it.
Thing, Grandpa. I don't want to see you jerk off to your old, thing. It's traumatizing. I will lose my humanity for that, the boy said.
Yeah. All right, Midnight. Whatever your name is. Might as well call you morning. Or evening. I hope you don't have brothers and sisters that's based on the time zone. But that was going to be very ironic.
You can call me anything you want.
Sure, I'll call you anything you want. But
I'll call you my baby. I'll call you my baby.
Oh no.
And then old man and the boy, I said, all right, gonna go over. And then after that, you notice they actually head over to one part of the building and head towards their apartment midnight. And then you can see the lift that heads towards yours. And then you can see a number of people actually walking. You can see one particular person here. It's like his mohawk hair, his black jacket, his dark skin. And then he actually like screams out. And after that, and say out your name. Hey, Midnight!
Like she's walking towards the lift, and she just stops in her track, back facing the man. Slowly turns around.
Over to you and said, leaving the fight. And then you turn, hey, Midnight. You forgot about me, aren't you? It's me, Klotsky. Klotsky, you don't remember me?
thinks about it. What do I remember about Klasky?
He turns to you and said, Teacher Tova Davushka. He speaks. You damn girl. Right. Right. It's late. Well, anyway, if you have free time, perhaps you should actually come over and challenge us once in a while.
Uh, maybe, maybe some other time. I've
Then you
got my hands full right now.
They continued. And after that, it's really late. It's almost 1 a.m. and you need at least more than 6 hours of sleep. Otherwise, you're going to be fatigued if you're going to meet Kibana and others. But you head back to your apartment.
Am
And
I
then when
able? Am I able to stay and watch the fight, like at least to the end? Will that be too
for
much?
this one, I need you to roll. If you want to stay extra long, you need to roll for your body skill endurance right now.
No,
Body
okay.
skills endurance.
Okay, no, going back. Going back. Nope.
All right. And then you decided to actually go back to your apartment. And at the moment you actually entered,
Ooh.
you entered the room, you don't see Vanita nearby. Kibana's late. She's not back home yet. Perhaps a taxi driver is actually like taking his sweet time, dropping off everybody where they want to go. But you're unsure. But you head straight to the bed, midnight, and then rest throughout the night. But during that night itself, Kibana also came in like roughly around 2 a.m. And Venator also came back like almost like 3 a.m. and then rested throughout the night. But as all rested, but that is for the next session. Meanwhile, Tsubaki Lee. Let me ping where you are.
Oh man.
You arrive at the gates, Tsubaki. It is already 1 a.m. plus, almost 1:30 a.m. The guards that protected the dogs look at you and said, tenants that arrive late in the night not supposed to enter, the guard said, wearing their helmet with their red goggles and their Kevlar vest with their rifles and their pistols sling nicely on the back. Not, of course, in a guarded stance, but when they saw you coming, they're not actually surprised, and neither are they pointing their guns at you, Tsubaki. But they did actually say, and you do know, the curfew is curfew, and the curfew is before midnight. The guards
I
said,
know.
you're late again, Tsubaki. Next time you should actually end your gig slightly earlier.
Can be helped. I already ended the gig earlier. It's just that on the way back we met some. I mean, I technically met some Grease gang that's trying to. You know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother to explain. I'll remember that. Can I go in now? And I'm very tired, and I appreciate to have my bed on my face right now.
Roll for persuasion.
For once it does some shit. For once it does some shit.
And the guard said, all right, Sabaki, this one last time. Besides, Michael is good enough to actually let you stay for free for the month. But after that, you still have to pay, though.
I know, I know. It's already signed in the contract. I know about it. You don't have to keep remind me of how poor I am.
No, we're not reminding you. But besides, you're already going to be waiting and preparing for your concert here at the docks. Remember, we heard Michael talking on the phone, telling everybody about your concert. Make sure you don't miss that concert, Sabak.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Hell, it's my own concert. Why would I wait? Why would I miss my own concert? It's like I give a very, very small, but then it's like I'm very fucking tired. I just want to go back home. Just let me in.
They open the gates for you.
Cue the meme. Cue the meme. Let me in!
They
Let
open the
me
gates.
in!
Oh, the door.
And then, well, they let you in and said, "You know where you stay, Tsubaki. The last street's at the end. Tell the other guards that we'll let you in anyway. He'll let you in. So you know where you stay at the other end." And after that, he points to where it is at the other end of the grid.
Night to you too. Have a nice night.
Okay, you enter
Bye.
and you walk. When you walk, it is late, it is cold. The only people you see are the guards patrolling the docks itself against anybody that try to actually steal anything. But as you enter, you see Michael Wesker at the bar, sitting down, his glasses off, and then having some sort of drink, vodka perhaps. You can look at it. And then when Michael turns to you and then he said, "Ah, morning, Tsubaki, you're late."
The gigs and everything. Yeah. It's like he just doesn't really want to interact anymore. He just want to go back to sleep because he is freaking tired, y'all.
Mm.
But he just forced a smile and say that yeah, it was a wild night.
No, it's normal. I used to be like that myself. Going in, going out, doing some stuff. Yes, but those were the days. But I don't want to hold you up, Tsubaki. I'm heading off. I'm heading off to my bed soon myself. Don't want to keep the wife waiting. This thing. And well, I hope to see you in the morning. All right?
Alright, I'll see you too. Ka-chow. It's like it's like I just slowly look at him, like walk away slowly. Then it's like yum all the way to my room. It's like
Then
yum.
you head straight towards the room. The other guard at the other end opened the gates and said, "Oh, I ain't here, Tsubaki. But you better get some rest." He opens up the gates, and you see many of the other storage containers and the other crates itself is mostly locked securely by the people staying inside, mostly family members, brothers and sisters, and others that couldn't actually support or afford more. But these are working people. Some of them are actually even edge runners trying to actually make a name for themselves. But you reach your crate, and which is this one, and then you see your small little table, your microwave oven, your fridge, your small little fridge. You wash your face, wash your hands, and then suddenly you just come to a realization after today with the Grease Gang, you decided to actually write a song if you have the time, but you're unsure if your body can withstand it. Roll for body skills endurance.
That's something, but I think I fail it right.
Hey, it's a
You fail. Your
14.
body is unable to sustain. Your eyes is about to shut. But besides, you need to wake up the next morning and meet up with Remy and the others at the Red Ribbon restaurant. If you're a bit late, they're gonna leave you there. But
I I just think that I can't do this. I can't do this. As much as I want to, I can't do this. It's like I just don't even bother like taking off my clothes and everything. I just plop on the bed. I just literally plop on the bed and just like sleep my worry mind away.
you plop straight off on the bed and then sleep off your worries, thinking about midnight, thinking about the gangs, thinking about that elvish girl, thinking about the other man, and then many more. You try to actually think of a song, but you're unable to. And midnight just rests throughout that night, and then the next morning, he, midnight, you woke up. Tobaki, you woke up. When you woke up, Hibana, you don't see anybody else in the room. Venator is gone. Hibana is gone. They tried to wake you up, but they're able to. But, and then after that, both of you take the morning metro train as fast as you could to the Red Ribbon restaurant, trying to catch up to Hibana and the rest. But midnight, the moment you arrive,
Oh
you don't.
no.
The moment you arrive, you entered the restaurant. You don't see many people inside. You do see the waitress. You do see the restaurant owner sitting down there cleaning her cups and then looking at you. And you see Anastasia Jarvis staring and said, "Hey girl, you're with that other young girl. What's her name? Ibana, right?" She speaks out.
Mm.
Well, you probably like miss her. She and the others, they left. They went somewhere else. But
Nowhere.
roll for social skills, conversation.
Labao. Hold on. Search this conversation. Whoa. Lovely 5.
And then it's like, and then you notice that Anastasia said, "Well, girl, if you want to have some information, you gotta get some drinks right now.
Now I can just
Information,
call them, right?
drinks." She tapped the table. Pop, pop, pop. Drinks. 10 eddies.
Thinks about it. What time is it now?
Hmm? It
What
is
time is
now
it now?
10:30 a.m., 7th of January.
It's too early for alcohol, don't you think?
This is not alcohol, this is water. 10 eddies. Water don't come cheap, girl.
10 eddies for water?
Long tea.
Well, you got a corpus to handle for that. Clean water. Most of us just drink sewage water, but it's unclean, of course. But no, thanks to cybernetics for that. Otherwise, you're gonna get sick. But Tsubaki, you walk towards the restaurant. You see Midnight sitting there, thinking, not sure what to do. What do you want to do, Tsubaki?
I
She's
just
just
yawn and like,
cringing.
oh, it's like, oh. I just sit on the table. I just plop my head on the counter table. It's like, give me your strongest coffee. I can't deal with it. I need your strongest coffee. Strongest coffee.
Anastasia Davis make her coffee. He turns to Paj. He turns to you, past you, and then you give her 15 eddies. Roll for your body skill endurance with +2 modifier.
It's just a 10. It's just a 10.
You pass. Woohoo! Enough. Okay, but not enough to give you a bonus. But then you drank it. Then
Just
Anastasia
hold on.
James.
I don't even take it sip by sip. I don't even take it sip by sip. I just glug, 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 glug. It's like, ah. Oh, I'm
The
back.
bartender
It's
looks
like,
to both of you. He said, "Well, the both of you missed the bus. They left. I can't really recall where they left, but something to do with heading towards the old Japantown restaurant. But perhaps you should be asking the waitress. The waitress was actually serving them just now. Maybe she would know."
Point me to her. Oh, yeah. As Midnight looks over.
And after that, the waitress said, "Yes, how can I help you too? Ah, I saw you two last night. Yes.
Mm.
Anything you need? Drinks? Food?"
We're just looking for
chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. I want my chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich with extra ham and extra
no.
cheese.
Oh no,
Order your
fresh food.
cheese. Okay, Midnight. To you, one action when you do.
Looks around. What can I do? Give me like 10 seconds, 15 seconds to think what I can do actually, because I want to.
All right. You want to be the chat, do your thing, or do you want to have hints? GM, give me some hints, man.
No, of course not. I won't do that. Okay, okay.
So
So
back
I'll just hold my action for now. Wait, no. Okay. Mina just turns to the waitress. While you're at it, I just want to know, where did the rest of the group like head off to?
Rest of the goons, is it?
The group.
Okay, roll for your social skill conversation.
Oh no, this is gonna end so badly, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyways. Ooh, 10.
Okay, yeah, maybe
That's
10.
so high for me already.
I remember them talking. There was one guy, really handsome too, but really edgy. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. But they were talking about heading towards the Silver Dragon restaurant at Old Japan, further down south. But you have to be careful. It's really dangerous. And either you take your own car or you get some taxi driver that's willing to drive you there. But they already got a taxi driver that's willing to take them there right now. But I'm not too sure how lucky are you two going to be. You can take the train, but I tell you, the train heading south is mostly empty and mostly filled with gangs.
Chokes on the handsome man but edgy.
Yeah, well, it's like you think, how many handsome men are there? It's like Remy and Haliman. Either these two, you think yourself.
And she knows he's talking about. We all know which one was the edgy one that day.
Wait, that's Veneta as well. There's Veneta as well.
Oh yeah, they're all edgy.
In order for you to know who she's referring to, you need to roll for education skill deduction.
Let's go!
Oh, no.
Let's go!
Education
Let's go!
deduction. You know what? I've got
Let's
faith
go!
in this.
Let's
I've
go!
got faith in this. I may have a 0 in deduction, but my intelligence.
Oh my god. So much for the confidence, man. So much for the confidence.
Okay, Midnight, she's talking about Veneta. You're sure, you're very sure about it.
Okay, midnight does like a little puke motion to her. Like a
Yes.
little puke motion to her.
First
She's
you
like,
thought it was
"Ew,
Liman,
Veneta."
and then you'll think, nah, it's definitely Veneta. Veneta's more handsome.
Looks at the waiter. Seriously, like full combat attire to a restaurant. You call that
Hey.
handsome?
It's like you think to yourself, hey, it's a Ramirez. It's like these Spanish people are very exquisite, you think to yourself. You're done.
How does the waiter respond to that?
The waitress and looked around and okay, she said, what I was referring to, this is a special expression change. And then after that, Tsubaki, your turn.
Oh, for deduction!
Do I have
Deduction
my
roll!
food? How about do I have my food?
Yeah, I already have your feet. You just finish it.
I just nom nom. I just like nom nom while looking at them. It's like I don't bother with their conversation about guys because I obviously is not into guys. So I just continue nom nom on my chicken sandwich. I'm just nom nom nom. I'm
Nom,
so
nom,
hungry. Okay, I don't think we ate last night. Do we ate last night? I don't think we ate last night also.
Nope.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm freaking hungry. I'm like so freaking hungry. I'm just
You
like
are
nom nom.
Corvino.
I'm literally savoring all the flavors in the extra cheese and extra ham. And it's like just eating.
Yeah,
My
basically,
100 Eddie's keyboard is more important.
anyways, back to this. What will be her answer? The waitress answer. I want to hear.
Tsubaki,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
She said
You what,
not
me?
the one I was talking about. That's what she
Tsubaki,
said.
waiting for your turn. What do you want to do?
What was the question earlier on regarding their conversation?
Because right now you want to know where the others going.
I'm just with the mouthful and saying that I don't know where. I'm just like literally eating.
Roll for your social skills conversation.
I like how Tsubaki doesn't even try, and then he just gets like away with it because of the charisma. Because I mean, they're rock star, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the waitress knew Tsubaki and she said, you're talking about your friends. Yeah, they took Mark. Mark brought them towards the Silver Dragon restaurant. I mean, if you can get the nearest car, perhaps you can actually catch them. But let me tell you one thing though, perhaps you should take the subway like now. Perhaps you can actually catch them. Usually around in the morning, there are most likely less gangs hanging out at the subway itself.
I just continue munching. I'm just continue munching and swallowing like gulps. Like, it's like I just rub off the what's it called? The
Sauce.
crumbs from my
Sauce.
face. It's like okay, Subway. All right, we shall take the Subway then. All right, Midnight. Shall we go?
Midnight nods. Just a moment. And as Midnight kind of just scratches her head. If it's not that full combat gunk, then which one were you referring to?
You don't know because you need to roll for human perception. Because you roll natural one, you need to roll with a -2 penalty now on your human perception.
Oh no. Wasn't it deduction?
Because you need to notice her expression.
Yeah, human perception. You have to. It's like,
Yeah, right.
it's like
Sure.
minus two.
It's a -4.
Horrible, man. Our roll today is fucking horrible, man.
It's a -4.
Better to roll the natural one now than to roll it tomorrow. Okay.
Hell
Yeah. It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
And then after that, you're not too sure whether it's yes. The girl like, You're not too sure what's her expression like, but she walks away and to serve for a regular customer. But both you and Tsubaki, then you ignored the message at midnight. It is Venator. You think to yourself, yes, Venator is really good looking. He's a Ramirez. Hey, he's Alexandra. He's perhaps those like Ekokamacha gangs, you know. But you think to yourself, Tsubaki, then take the nearest train, paid your 10 eddies per ticket to head further down south. The subway was actually really empty. The monorail itself was empty. You don't see many gangs. The train station stops at many places. You don't see
How
many.
many IDs
Sorry.
again?
Before anything, how much was the food so I can pay my food?
Okay, the food is around 10 eddies.
Okay, I'll pay the 10 Eddie.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then after that, then actually taking the train, you head straight towards the Silver Dragon, but unsure what you're going to be facing. And then to be continued.
I'll just leave off with this little thing.